Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol SKLZ for Skillz Inc. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will, of course, be an update. We talked about it just the other day, and certainly it's day one of the breakdown. You could count this candle prior, but on today's session, we firmly broke down underneath and got follow-through underneath that point at and around 711. So to me, we're looking for day two continuation. It wouldn't be unreasonable to expect 3 days down. You can see this as a pattern in the past. We get 1, 2, and 3 here. We get 1, 2, and 3 here. Again, 1, 2, and 3. In here, a string of red days. So it's not unreasonable to look for follow through here now that we've broken the low end of this descending triangle pattern. So what do we have as supports underneath us? If we scrunch up the chart like this, we don't have anything mapped out underneath. So we're going to search for that target together. Let me scrunch up the chart. Looks like we're going to have to load some more time. 10-year chart. Yeah, okay. So we are moving into all-time lows, essentially. We probably covered that on yesterday's video, but I'm just being forgetful here. Ultimately, there's no technical support underneath us. We can start to do things like this and project downside targets with our Fibonacci extensions. Maybe that's worth looking into. Generally speaking, after you hit 100, it's 161.8. That's 530 right now. And then after that, the 261.8 extension is 368. Again, I'm not calling for it to get there all in one day. Fibonacci's are not some magical voodoo thing where, it has to move to these numbers, just rough approximations based on some of the more recent price activity. Let's turn that back off. And again, I would just reiterate that the only way to get involved the long in this type of name right now is not to try to catch the falling knife down here, but wait for either a break of the resistance trend line, wait for some sort of pattern down here, double bottom, break of the neckline takes you back higher, some sort of inverted head and shoulders down here. And it doesn't literally have to happen off of 5 where I'm drawing it right here, just anywhere in this abyss, quote unquote, where there is no price action underneath us. So that's what I'm seeing from the daily. We are looking for some more downside. Let's take a closer look at the 30-minute and just see how today's action ultimately unfolded. It was sustained selling pressure throughout the entirety of the day. What you'll notice is that any sort of hammer candle that printed during the session was just immediately nullified in the next candle or two, and really there was no green until the last 30-minute bar. If we take out the Fibonacci's from the high of today's session down to the low, ultimately bear flag consolidation continues underneath 654 roughly. I'm going to throw that on with a regular level, then we'll clean up the fibs and illustrate that. So again, anything that happens down here is nothing more than a more recent, smaller 30-minute bear flag looking for breakdowns to continue to take us into these uncharted territories. In the post-market, it's not like we're dramatically higher or lower. We're 620 by 625, so just hanging out right dead on these lows. So nothing really to report other than continued bearish outlook here inside of Skillz. Just coming on over to the trade tab, I would tell you that it's hard to borrow. You're not going to short the shares, and the volume here on the put side of things is fairly thin, so you're not likely going to short it via puts either. I would just stay away until we get some sort of pattern or break of a trend line to get re-involved to the long side. That's going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it today or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.